KL team will feel like, oh my God, what is he going to say? But I have to say, and I've mentioned this to many media as well, and I'll say it again, that actually since December, when I first came in, until today, I have to say that the TikTok team has been extremely forthcoming, extremely cooperative, and in fact, collaborative is a word that I would like to use. Because they understand that Malaysia is an important market for TikTok, not least because we have a number of hyperscale data centers which are being constructed, I believe, in my yang Bapak Timbalan Menteri punya kawasan, it's Sedana, betul kan? Yeah, so the ByteDance hyperscale data centers are being built in yang Makulai punya tempat. Tapi more than that, it's also about how we work together, given the many challenges that we see today on social media. Recently, I saw, in fact last night, a comment on TikTok by someone who is here, coincidentally, but this is something which is very important. Sometimes when we see things happen on social media, kadang-kadang kita nampak benda tu, dan benda tu kita laporkan kepada pihak berkuasa. We lodge a report with the authorities, but in terms of the law, especially in terms of chain of evidence, there's an inconvenience to those who make the report, even though they are not, they're witnesses, yeah? But it also means that they have to surrender their devices, they have to their routers are taken away from them, and I don't know whether in this day and age, whether that chain of evidence, to the purported crime that's being investigated, what is it that we can do such that it is not a material inconvenience without necessarily, I don't know, but this is something which I've asked my Deputy Minister and MCMC to look into, because it dissuades people from lodging reports. And if you see, for example, and this is something which perhaps we have to try and understand in today's context. If you're a witness, of course, to have those things taken away from you, that is, kalau kaya tak apa juga, you can buy a new phone. Tapi to buy a new phone today, and it's still it dissuades you from doing the right thing. And we want to encourage people to do the right thing. So we have to think this through. And I think in the context of what I've just shared, context of what's been happening and what's been reported before, I really welcome TikTok's commitment to user safety through the Safer Together movement. Oftentimes we're quite blasé about what we share on social media. Sometimes we're quite careless, we're not so careful. I, for one, I remember a long time ago, before TikTok, before Facebook, really, there was a time when Twitter was still up and coming at that time, and I remember people used to think, oh, nothing can happen if you tweet, nothing can happen, but that's not necessarily the case. But at the same time, a movement such as the Safer movement, the Safer Together movement, really provides a platform for creative self-expression while remaining safe and diverse and authentic. Through this movement, users can learn from the community of creators and explore ways to prioritize their digital well-being through in-app features such as screen time control, account privacy settings, account security, reporting tools, and comment filters. Furthermore, we saw the witnessing of a signing. Yeah, there was a signing. Was there? After this, of the Digital Safety Pledge led by Content Forum, inshallah, to bring together key stakeholders, including content creators, platforms, government agencies, industry leaders, to collaborate on enhancing online safety practices. By signing the pledge, organizations commit to prioritizing the well-being of users, implementing effective moderation policies, and continuously striving to create a safer digital ecosystem. The Digital Safety Pledge signifies a collective effort towards a responsible and secure online ecosystem. It is truly thrilling to witness industry leaders and stakeholders coming together, committing to meaningful action, with TikTok leading the way in pledging their commitment to online safety. This pledge sets the foundation for collaboration and knowledge sharing to develop best practices that can effectively address the evolving challenges of the digital landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, we must acknowledge that the cyber threat landscape has evolved alongside increased connectivity and the widespread use of digital technology. Cyber criminals have become more active, bold, sophisticated, creative, constantly devising new ways to prey on their victims. Just yesterday morning, someone added me to, to a Telegram group, urging me to invest. And then they showed, like, there seemed to be people communicating, sharing bank-in slips. And then I thought, hey, something's not right. This doesn't look like authentic behavior. And then I decided to look it up and just Google investment scam. And then I downloaded some graphics and then I shared, okay, apa contoh-contoh scam pelaburan, cepat kaya. And then I shared another graphic in that Telegram group saying, if you are scammed, call NSRC 997. And within minutes, I was kicked out. So it goes to show that these platforms, sometimes they use many different types of platforms. So whether it's Telegram, whether it's Facebook, I don't know, do scammers use TikTok? I think some of them are political scammers, but the scammers who prey on you and try to steal your money, these are the ones who we find to be the ones that we need to curb in the most effective and most efficient way. So the Prime Minister, last Tuesday, announced in Parliament that we intend to address issues around monies that have been frozen, that will be returned to those who believe that, or those who have reported to NSRC, the National Scam Response Center, saying that their monies have been stolen by scammers, and that is to be returned. Previously, there was a lacuna in the law, but this is something which we will address to Parliament. This is important, and this is part of what I believe is part of the Safer Together movement, to understand the digital ecosystem and what is it that we need to do to stay safe. Malaysia, during the fourth quarter of 2022, experienced an average of 84 million cyber attacks a day, including fraud, social engineering tactics, phishing attacks, malware, ransomware, denial of service, and cyber espionage. The financial losses and reputational damage caused by internet and online fraud, ransomware, and extortion cases are substantial. It's evident that no organization can claim to be 100% secure in this evolving threat landscape. Some people are beginning to think of artificial intelligence as a potential threat. So I think this is where more engagement in public, alongside discussions with social media platform providers, need to be done expeditiously so that we can understand the ramifications and what is it that we can do to ensure that we understand what artificial intelligence is capable of doing and how we stop unwanted activities related to, there's a term they use, I think even for music now, so issues around copyright, issues around deepfake technology, and it is quite worrying. The biggest problem for us, of course, is that legislation will take time, and so we must rely on best practices. We need to rely on each other. We need to try to understand what is it we can do urgently and promptly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's evident that no organization can claim to be 100% secure in this evolving threat landscape. The focus should shift from trying to prevent cyber attacks entirely to strategizing and minimizing the impact when a cyber attack does occur. A holistic cybersecurity approach is required, encompassing people, processes, and technology. We need to be adaptive, innovative, dynamic in our cybersecurity measures to ensure a secure, resilient, and trusted cyber environment that sustains progression and prosperity. This collective effort towards a responsible and secure online ecosystem is a positive step forward. We are thrilled to witness industry leaders and stakeholders coming together and committing to meaningful action, with TikTok leading the way in pledging their commitment to online safety. This pledge sets the foundation for collaboration and knowledge sharing to develop best practices that can effectively address the evolving challenges of the digital landscape. Next time, I will remember not to read the text. But at the end of the day, when we talk about cyber threat, when we talk about social media, it all comes back to you and me. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves about projecting a persona, whether it's about wokeism, whether it's about your lifestyle, your holiday, your being a minister or whatever role you have to play in society. But the crux of the matter is that it's about, by and large, a certain amount of storytelling. But we have to be authentic in the tale of these stories. And we have to be safe. So I hope with this initiative, with the Safer Together movement, we can be together, not only safer, but work together. And again, for TikTok, our door is always open. And I appreciate the fact that you are constantly cooperative and collaborative in the approach. I wish it were the same for all of the others, but inshallah, we see the kind of cooperation I hope that the others will follow suit. And for the ministry, some of the things that we will be looking into is how platforms, including TikTok, can assist us in some of the outreach to bridge the digital divide, enhance digital literacy, but onboard more Malaysians, particularly in rural areas, into the digital economy. As a final aside, currently the government understands the contribution of digital economy to our GDP stands at about 22.6%, and it is estimated to reach 25.5% come 2025. Yet, for a lot of people in different areas, digital economy means completely different things. Just last week, we were in Pulau Tuba, off of Langkawi, and there we can see that for the community in certain parts of Pulau Tuba, you don't even have to really talk about cybersecurity because there's no cyber to be spoken of. They have no internet at all. So, for the government and for myself and for the ministry, there's a cognizance, there's a sense, there's an understanding that we have to go to the field, turun ke padang, lihat sendiri keadaan, and we don't only want to be safer together, inshallah, we want to prosper together. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention, and thank you and have a good day. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. YB Mami, please remain on stage as now we're about to launch the Safer Together campaign. And to join YB Mami on stage, dipersilakan Yang Berhormat Tioni Chin, Deputy Minister of Communications and Digital, accompanied by Mr. Kenny Ong, Chairman of Content Forum, Puan Madiha Mahmud. Madam Wasla Naidu, Karen Chia, Seni, Sazifala, and Royal Gandhi. I'd like to invite everybody on stage to join our VIPs and, of course, cement this moment. Dipersilakan. Meanwhile, on behalf of the organizers, once again, thank you so much to our panelists for spending their time with us. Thank you to our speakers as well, Mr. Joseph, as well as Professor Gayatri for making space for us here today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't talk much about scammers. We were more concerned about the art of wokeness and, of course, social etiquette online. All right.
Yang berhormat kami pass the floor over to Nas to do the officials. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madam Shelly Manley. Great man. Let's give them another big round of applause. And just time as well as we welcome into the hall of Kami Fazal, Mr. Mula. We see you twice in a week, not too bad as well. Surfing and moderator is taking off a PPE. All is good, all is cool. And some interesting findings from our panelists. 90% of comms is non-verbal. Nothing to account. You should positively count. A big round of applause to share a few words. Let's turn our eyes to the screen to check out how safe we can be together.
Let's dive headfirst into the ebbs and flows of online safety, into the world of #SaferTogether, a movement that aims to create a safer and more inclusive online community in Malaysia. #SaferTogether is all about fostering a culture of digital responsibility, empowering individuals to make informed choices, and promoting healthy online experiences. We believe in the power of unity, where everyone stands together to create a safe environment for all users. Our commitment is long-term, as our #SaferTogether is reaching 300 million views and counting. Together, we can create a safer online environment for all. We're here to collaborate and share knowledge on best practices for online safety. TikTok in Malaysia is committed to creating a safer and more positive user experience. We actively collaborate with creators and have introduced features to prioritize users' digital well-being. Screen time control allows users to manage their app usage and find a healthy balance. Account privacy settings give users control over who can access their content, ensuring a safe sharing environment. Users can manage their For You feed to personalize their content experience. Reporting videos helps maintain a respectful community, with TikTok's team taking appropriate actions. Account security measures like two-factor authentication and password protection are in place.
TikTok, Anda yang tahu konten video Anda. Anda dibuka kepada semua jenis konten. Atau menangis konten yang tidak diingini.
Di TikTok, Anda dapat juga menonton video Anda. Anda boleh letakkan video atau semua orang.
Today, let's talk about privacy. Be aware of who can view your privacy. Here's how they control your privacy. By going into your privacy settings, it is important to check on a regular basis that you are still happy. Who is closing your windows? Who knows? You might change your mind. If you do, you can change your privacy settings anytime you want. Happy sharing!
benda yang korang perlu tahu nak share, jangan nak report konten-konten yang tak berapa sesuai ada kat TikTok ni. Report konten yang kita percaya dan melanggar community guideline ni penting tau. Sebab ini cara paling terbaik untuk melindungi komuniti di TikTok kita ni. Korang tahu kan, dekat TikTok ni bukan semua orang dewasa, budak-budak pun ada. So, masa korang jumpa konten ataupun komen yang melanggar community guideline macam kasar sangat ke apa ke, korang tinggal tekan lama-lama, lepas tu tekan report. Dan kalau korang nak report sesuatu account yang korang rasa memang tak sesuai dekat TikTok ni, korang pergi dekat profile dia, tekan 3 titik dekat kanan atas. Lepas tu tekan je report dan pilih sebab job. Tapi korang jangan risau tau, sebab report-report ni takkan bagi kesan dekat account ataupun FYP korang, melainkan ianya bagi memastikan komuniti TikTok kita ni kekal selamat. Parents pun dah tak risau, otak kita pun makin bersih, makin berilmu. Bersama-sama, jom kita jadikan TikTok lebih baik. Wow, hebat sekali!
As we embark on this digital literacy journey,
Deserve a healthy and clean online experience. Alright, so as we lift the table right here on top of the stage, no, it's not a magic trick. We are about to take another step forward towards creating a safer digital ecosystem. With that, I would like to invite Puan Madia Mahmud, Executive Director of Communications and Multimedia for Mationi Ching, and of course, by Encik Hafizin and Kenny, Chairman of the Content Forum. Thank you, Encik Hafizin. Thank you for signing the document. And there you are, ladies and gentlemen. The pledge has been signed by TikTok, and we implore all other platforms to do the same. Thank you so much for the grand collaboration. Let's have a photo moment to celebrate this moment. The Digital Safety Pledge is an initiative led by the Content Forum, signifying a substantial milestone in advancing online safety practices. By signing the pledge, as TikTok is putting ink to paper, a symbolic gesture and a firm promise to safeguard the keynotes highlighted in today's forum session, yeah? And so, can we have a photo moment as well? Or maybe when you're on the ladies' side. Yes, there you are. We pledge safety and security against harmful content and gatekeeping age-appropriate content, to be transparent and accountable with the highest regard for user privacy protection, pledging to combat misinformation with collaboration and industry and continuously striving to create a safer digital ecosystem. Congratulations!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't talk much about scammers. We were more concerned about the art of wokeness and, of course, social etiquette online.